This is Mukhtar from Manchester.
Yeah, Mukhtar from Manchester. How you doing, brother?
Alhamdulillah. Thank you very much for your time, for giving this lecture, especially after the long session that you had yesterday with the Urdu speaking channel. I hope that
Allah bless
you're
you.
not very tired. Allah bless you and your family.
Thank you, sir.
I want to say one thing because a brother called and talked about Sheikh Mohseni, and you mentioned Mohseni. For people who don't know, this person is probably one of the worst people who adorned himself and called himself a sheikh and an ayatollah in the Shia community. You've already mentioned some of the stuff, but one thing that people forget about is during the civil war in Afghanistan, he was the leader of this party called Hizb Harakat. And the number of people, I don't want to get into politics because a lot of people are sensitive about this, but number of people that he was involved in killing or betraying and murdering is in thousands. And we're not talking about the people who are from Mukhalifin, we're talking about the Shia people who were killed by his orders because of his political hunger. And also, he also doesn't believe in ahadith and the authenticity of the ahadith. He says that, I think he has a book that he summarized, Bahal Anwar, 110-volume book, into 2 volumes, which shows a lot of disrespect to all the ulama who've spent centuries, gathering all the ahadith, and he just comes and says all of them are rubbish. This just shows his character, and it shows his son's character, that he just comes in his support. And when he died a few years ago, he wrote a statement saying that this is a big tragedy for Islam, and he gave his condolences to his family. So that's about that. I had a couple of questions if you have the time. So the first question I had was about the word imamat. So obviously one of the things that some Shias do is that they give the title of imam to certain people, and we know who those people are. And the reason they use for using this word is that, in Islam we have this thing called, we say imam jama'at. We can use the word imam for jama'at. So therefore it is okay to use this word for someone who is non-ma'soom. Therefore we can use it for certain people, Khomeini, Khouei, Musa Sadr, etc., etc. So can you, if you don't mind, can you explain to me if it's okay for us? Is it mentioned in a hadith the use of the word imam for Ghair Ma'soom, especially imam Jamaat, or not?
Yeah, thank you so much. May Allah bless you. Okay, the word for imam Jamaat, yeah, of course, that's common in a hadith. That's plenty. But to call somebody as imam, and other in the context of congregational prayers, I do not. There are ahadith that could be interpreted as prohibitive in this regard. Okay, so the usage of word imam with respect to the imam of congregational prayers, that's plenty. There are many instances of that in hadith, but the use of word imam in the context outside congregational prayers for somebody other than a true imam, ma'soom imam. In this regard, there are ahadith that could indicate prohibition. This is Al-Usul min al-Kafi lil-Kulayni rahmatullahi alayhi, volume number 1, published by Dar al-Kutub al-Islamiyya, here at page 372, hadith number 1. قال قلته له قول الله عز وجل. I said, what is the interpretation of these verse of the noble Quran? The verse is Surah Zumar, verse number 61. Okay. ويوم القيامة ترى الذين كذبوا على الله وجوههم مسودة. And you will see on the day of judgment people who falsified false statements and attributed them to Allah. People who made up false statements and attributed to Allah, that their faces are burnt off black. Their faces are like charcoal. Okay. قال من قال إني إمام وليس بإمام. This is with regard to those people who says I am an imam and he's not an imam. Okay. قلت وإن كان علويا. I said, even if this person is from the children of Ali alayhi salam, قال وإن كان علويا قلت وإن كان من ولد علي ibn Abi Talib, even he was a descendant of Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam, he said وإن كان, even if he is a descendant of Ali alayhi salam. Okay. So after that, let's look at the second hadith in this chapter. من ادعى الإمامة وليس من أهلها فهو الكافر. Whoever claims imama and he doesn't deserve it, he is kafir. It's kafir. So when you call a person imam, so you don't really claim imamat for them, but you claim a sort of imamat for them. So you don't find anybody in the world who has claimed imama, who has said, I'm appointed by Aimma alayhi salam. Very few like that, right? Most people who claimed imama and they were kafir, they said we are imam. Like Abu Bakr, Umar, and these people, or Abu Hanifa, these people. But they never claimed that they are appointed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They said we are imam. Wow. Whichever way they became imam for, how we became imam. So look at this hadith. من أشرك مع إمام إمامته من عند الله من ليست إمامته من الله كان مشركا بالله. بل ثلاثة لا يكلمهم الله يوم القيامة ولا يزكيهم ولهم عذاب أليم. من ادعى إمامة ليست من الله ليست له ومن جحد إماما من الله ومن زعم أن لهما في الإسلام نصيبا. To this effect, there are many ahadith. So it's not a good idea to call someone imam. And it was not prevalent in the Shia to call their scholars imam, right? Historically, if you go throughout history, there have been many great scholars, Allama Majlisi, Allama Hilli. These people were very great scholars, especially Majlisi, Muhammad Taqi Majlisi, these people. But Shias neither they themselves called themselves imam, nor the Shia, other scholars called them imam. They always avoided that. However, in the Umaris, always they call their scholars imam.